Hey people, welcome to the channel, and yet again playing Star Citizen. This is 319. We start from nothing, and here we go. Start by pressing I, as always. If you're thinking of playing Star Citizen, you have my referral code there below. Use it. It's going to be giving you a little bit more extra money, depending on you using. And when you use it specifically, you may get even a ship or something. So always keep that in mind. As I always say, don't spend more than 45, 50 bucks tops. Buy maybe the cheapest ship, and if you follow some of the videos here, you'll soon realize that you can make enough money to buy some of those expensive ships within the game. And yes, it is true that CIG is getting a bit too greedy for my own taste, especially with the frequent wipes and the nerfing and the ship sale tactics. It's all kind of predictable and maybe a little bit too much in terms of how greedy they end up being. It used to be that a wipe was maybe, and back in the day it was a wipe like every time you played, but we have evolved. We're no longer cavemen. Some of the older backers like to talk about how back in the day it would wipe all the time. Okay, Grandpa, that was all fine and good. But I remember just a couple years ago when a wipe was rare. It was maybe every year and a half. I think they went last time before they started with this new marketing strategy of wiping all the damn time. The idea is for you to get bored about grinding for the same old thing, and it works. It works. It really does. Same thing with the ship sales of the newer game loops. For example, the not salvaging, because it's actually hull stripping, it's not really salvaging. This is another thing that CIG does all the time. They talk about things they will do one day, and then eventually years later they offer something that's not even close to that. Now, why am I saying all of this while playing the game at the same time? Just to keep it real, just to be honest. There's more than enough shills and white knights out there. You don't need another one. You just need someone to tell you as it is, and the game is fun. You can have a lot of fun here, but be careful with some of these very predatory marketing and sale tactics. That's the only thing I want to warn you about. Best way to make money, you don't need a fucking vulture. You don't need a reclaimer. With your starter ship, just learn to do combat beacons. The low ones will quickly become moderate ones, and there, with the moderate combat beacons, you will grind your way towards your first Cuddy Black, towards your first Prospector, if that's what you want to do. Now, mining, again, it has been nerfed, doesn't make as much money. Trade seems to be doing a little bit better. It's actually quite profitable, but they took away the 30k protection, so there's a good chance you will get either pirated or there will be a bug or a crash of some sort and you will lose all your money. I'm talking from experience here. I've lost 1.5 or 1.4 million in my C2 in one of these little crash things, and it is not fun. It really is much more profitable and better grinding to just do the combat beacons. And you can also mix it there with a little bit of the bounty hunting missions. You go after certain ships, and this is the thing they're doing, like always killing us with waiting times. They increase the waiting times for ships as well. Again, the idea is for you to get bored waiting for a counter like this. It's almost like making you waste time in a video game. It's the same tactic used in these cell phone games, so as to tire you and work with your anxiety so that you buy with real money. Well, the idea here is you'll get tired of the claiming time in your ship once it's lost to one of the numerous bugs, so you will buy another ship so as to have something else to go flying around. But be patient. Again, you can buy it in-game. My advice for some of the little ships to buy in-game, go with a little Aurora ES. It's 120k, give or take, 150k. A little bit more money, you can go with one of the Pisces, which are quite nice little ships. Lots of fun. So Auroras, Pisces, a little bit more money. You can start looking at an Avenger Titan. That would be one of the first ships I'd grind towards with my starter. The Avenger Titan is one of the most useful ships in game. So yeah, by all means. Memorial Spaceport. Okay, I could go to, right now there's the Invictus event, so I could go there, rent a couple ships. Let's actually do that. Go check that out. It's ongoing, so yeah, still a few more days left. If you start playing right now, start playing in Area 18. That's where the expo is, so it will be a lot quicker for you to go there. Yeah, I could go run and start claiming my ship. No need right now, since I first start playing. It won't take a whole lot of time, just 20 seconds. But yeah, I'll give it a little bit of a rest. What do they have here? Do they have any weapons on me? Let's check that out. Okay, have a little backpack, a little grenade launcher thing there. Nice, always useful. Let's actually put that in case we need it. In case we need our grenade launcher. Now I have a backpack, but I don't have armor to put it on. Always remember your undersuit and your helmet. You will have it on you, but make sure it stays there. Okay, someone else going for the expo. And the expo is nice because, and I'll be completely honest, just like I mentioned the bad stuff, it is maybe one of the best events I've seen working in a long time. I'd like to know how many people are actually playing, which is something else that I'm kind of curious about, because all of these things I was just mentioning up until now, they get old. People are starting to get fed up, and there's other games to play. I've been playing No Man's Sky, I've been playing the Jedi Survivor, very nice game, Jedi Survivor. If you haven't tried it already, definitely worth checking out. What else? The Harry Potter, the Hogwarts Legacy. Also, these are actual real games. These are not tech demos like Star Citizen, where the business is selling in-game ships and not actually finishing a game. It actually is detrimental to the business model to actually finish it. Why would you finish it and let people have in-game ships when you can just, using the excuse of the alpha stage, continuing with wipes and only making sure that people that actually paid with real money keep their ships. Everything else goes to waste. All of that grinding is just wasted time. And eventually, if you like the game, you kind of give up and say, okay, what the hell, just a couple $100, I can afford it. Most adults can these days, so yeah, a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there. Before you know it, you're a freaking whale and you have a couple grand synced into the game. It is what it is. Just be honest with yourself and understand what the business is all about. The business is convincing you that you need these things. I'm looking for a jacket which I cannot find. For whatever reason, I just cannot find the jacket in-game. Anyway, that kind of sucks. No big deal. Let's go to the expo and check this out. Some of the ships you probably want to rent, and yeah, that's gonna be a good video. Let's go with that. So as I was saying, if you just want to enjoy the game, just fly around, just do that with whatever. Doesn't matter. Not much of a big difference. If you want to grind a little bit so as to buy something nice in game, just follow my advice. Just trust me on this one. Learn to fight with your ship. It's not all that complicated. Target with T, move around, use your laser repeaters, and once you get good enough with the low ones, which is super easy, you can get good with the medium ones, the moderate combat missions. Those are very easy as well. And yeah, don't make this mistake. Don't come here to the expo, rent yourself a freaking hammerhead, which is this monster there. That is not all that useful. Even this one, the Retaliator, with the nerfing that happened with the torpedoes, you have to change them for the Typhoons. I think those are the best ones. But still, they get dodged all the time. So yeah, rent it, but don't try to do your combat beacons with this one because you don't have any pilot-controlled weapons. So this one is not good for that. It's not even possible to do it because it has no pilot-controlled weapons. This one is same thing. You don't have any pilot-controlled weapons, so rent it just to crash it against something if you want, but not all that much fun. Here, yeah, this one, the Redeemer, it is best if you have someone manning those large guns, those beasts there, but it has a couple decent guns for the pilot, and it is a pretty sturdy ship. So this one you can do moderate beacons super easy. You will be at no risk flying this one. So come here to the expo, rent yourself one of these Redeemers or something else, and go at it. The nice thing about the Redeemer, and I want to check that right now, you have some food that obviously someone took already. Let's see if I can actually do that myself. No, you're kidding. It's no longer... Oh, yeah, there it is. So, yeah, it opens. Grab. Pouch of food. Okay, cool. That's nice. I'll store it here for later. I would definitely need some kind of drink. That would be... Okay, what is that? Like peas? Someone was already here doing this exact same thing. Someone was already stealing crap. Okay, fish home stew. Okay, stew. What else do I have? Yeah, let's make the most out of this. Grabbing some more food. So these newer ships that have like a little fridge, they will have some kind of food there. What is it? Placeholder? Okay, crap, that's nothing. What about here? Do I have anything good on this other side? Man, there's some drink there. I would like to open that up. Okay, let's go with that button. Okay, nice. Free food. Anyway, it's a nice big ship. You have going upstairs over there, and that's where the pilot is. Let's actually leave this place and go to something more useful. Let me check the map to see if there's any other ship worth maybe renting right now. Let's check the little map over there and go do some little mission. I mean, it's kind of always the same thing, which is, again, kind of the boring point about the lack of actual real content being added. Okay, so you have the Gladius, which is going to be a better Sentinel. That's probably your best bet. So rent yourself the Sentinel or the Harbinger and start doing moderate beacons with those. That's going to be super easy. The Eclipse, it used to be that you could grind high combat missions with the torpedoes of your Eclipse or your Retaliator. If you want, give it a try. I'm telling you right now, I do have one of these, and man, it is just not working as well. They are dodged, they are shot down, but if you want to give it a try, if you can do some of the high combat beacons with the Retaliator or the Eclipse, be my guest. My suggestion right now, best bet would be go with the Harbinger or go with the Sentinel. These two would be even better than the Redeemer because they're more agile, faster ships while still being super powerful. These two would be the best ones so as to start grinding those beacons. Oh, Fernando, I never find a beacon. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Just change servers or change planet. Go to another planet and see if you have better luck there. You will see that many times they pop up and you click on the left bracket and it's just not there anymore. That's because someone else is grinding those same things too. So maybe change servers, change whatever planet you're in, find somewhere else, and try your luck there. Eventually you will get to a sweet spot where you're grinding those things like crazy and you're making easily 500k, a million per hour. It is really possible to make a million in a couple hours. 500k with combat beacon moderate ones, yeah, for sure, no doubt whatsoever. If you don't find it, change. Go for something else. Again, you start with the low ones. You start with the low paying ones. 1k, 2, 5, up to 8 or 9k is what you get for the low combat, for the low beacons. Moderates can be going up into, I've seen it go up to 39k, 30, 35k, some of the lowest 120k, but you do them in just 2 or 3 minutes tops. So that's why it is so profitable to do those things. And then if you want to try the non-salvaging, the hull stripping thing, well, you will actually have to spend some real money or grind your way towards a reclaimer, which is stupid. I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever. So don't do that. Don't waste your time. And by God, don't fall for the newest, cool, the furry, the little RSI furry, which doesn't even have a quantum drive. Some people don't even know that. They buy a ship in game with real money and they don't even know what it is. The furry does not even have a quantum drive. It cannot travel further away. It just moves locally, just normal speed. Cannot make jumps. So it makes no sense. Yeah, this one, Harbinger, this one is a solid ship for grinding. Probably not as good because of the ballistic weapons. So probably go instead with a, what is it called? The other one, No, this one is a. This doesn't even make sense to even. Yeah, I won't even rent this one. Go with the other one, the cool look, the blue looking one. It's a little bit more. It has a bit of better. What's it called? Like the Eclipse. So it's the model Sentinel. It's like an electric warfare. So it has an EMP, which is not all that useful anymore. But yeah, this weapon is energy, so you don't have to worry about ballistics. And it has a little bit more of a stealth factor, like the Eclipse. Anyway, that would be the advice, guys. Hope you have a good time and enjoy. See you on the next one. Any questions, any content you'd like me to cover, any videos you'd like me to talk specifically things about, more than welcome there in the comments below. Take care.